Hello, this guide is for physical Amazon and it's an alternative to Lightning Amazon. While Lightning Amazon can be good to farm Inferno in the endgame with like a very good build, physical Amazon is really good to enter Hell 5 and farm it with no money at all. The entire build costs around less than 50k, let's say. I will detail the Incarnation tree a bit till like level 40. It's for the entry of Hellfire and not Inferno. So to start, what's the main drawbacks of that, of playing physical Amazon? It has very low EHP, for me at least, because I'm not targeting resistances or life for now, since when you want to start farming Hellfire, you want damage to mostly blast the map and you need to one-shot the mob, kind of. You want to play physical Amazon to have some kind of single target DPS to kill bosses and in Archdemon Plateau. To make money, you can like kill Reapers, you can do boss carries, and you can kill like Sungly or bosses like that. So the thing I do for money, in case some people need advice for that, it's just to blast the map and loot every satanic and set item and just vendor them. It gives like between 500 to 2k gold per items, and with a good amount of magic find, you can make some money over like an hour or so. So here is the list of items that you will need for the entry level. This cost about 30k, and the most expensive item here is the Raven's Claw, which can be like a bit expensive at the start. You can use whatever you want, and you feel like it can replace this, like anything basically that give crit damage, crit chance, I don't know, all skill maybe, strength, and the all skill stat and physical skill is a bit underwhelming on this build. You don't really care about rolls beside enhanced damage on the death quill and the strength on the giant's band of strength and any strength and enhanced damage on other items. The Commander Sash is very good comparing to my Belt of Skull. My actual Belt of Skull, it's almost better in terms of damage because the Belt of Skull doesn't give that much. So if you want like pure damage, this build is very good. I put Lapis Lazuli Jewel in every socket of my items to be capped on crit chance, which is 95, the maximum. And as you can see on the screen, it costs nothing. Some people on the Discord are saying that this Incarnation trees node can make the death quill viable for poison Amazon. I'm not gonna focus anything like completely poison because I don't like poison on Amazon. I like Phys, so it's a Phys video. So back to the item. I will go one by one on which upgrade is better than the one on the screen right now, and which can be good for clearing and which can be good for damage, like bossing. So to start with the weapon, we'll go on clearing first. For me, the best clearing weapon is the Sidewinder here, because you have the line that says skill movement diminishing decrease by 25%. This makes it so you can just run around on the map, and it's better if you don't use teleport. It's better with movement speed. With the Sidewinder you need a shield. I will not show that on the screen because you can just take anything basically, but the Shadow Buckler is good, or the Visage of Relentless Rage for like cheap option. But For the two-handed weapon, better than the desk wheel for damage is only the solo YOLO or the Amateur Truth. Both can be good, just take the cheapest one, but the solo YOLO should have more damage because the Amateur Truth all skill and physical skill is not that important. I'm not sure about what I'm saying, but I think the enhanced damage and attack speed is way more important than that, and the crit damage also. So the solo YOLO is the best upgrade here. For the helmet, the better helmet than the Pit Lord is Nikita's KG33 helmet because of the deadly blow. If you can't cap in deadly blow without that. If you can cap deadly blow with like Xorun or other item, just go for the Colossal Avenger, which is best in slot in terms of damage. If you don't have the new Crown of Doom, I think. The Crown of Doom is better because of the magic find and experience gain it gives. You want experience, but yeah, if you just want damage, just go with the Colossal Avenger. For the boots, the better boost here is the Steam Power Flamewalker because it gives movement speed, crit and crit damage, and phasing, and all attribute, which mean strength. But if you want more damage, use the Brutal Roamers. They are gonna be better than the Steam Powered in terms of damage, if you can cap crit. And this is why I was talking about Lapis Lazuli items. Chaos Walker can be good as well, but you won't take like all line in account because magic skill damage does not increase the damage. For the armor, the best in slot is the Sharpshooter Cloak. A note of that is that the range skill line is not very important. Okay, it's like double between +6 and +12, but it's not very important in terms of damage. Just take the cheapest one. 4 socket is more important than 12 skill. I will not talk about like extra damage to fire damage, like to burning monster and everything. For me, just bleed and poison, which mean the Venom Steel Carapace can be a good alternative. But for me, yeah, the Sharpshooter Cloak stayed the best. For the gloves, the Brawler Fighting Mitts is bait, don't take it. Death Knight Gauntlet is better, and Plague Bringer Touch can be good as well because of the extra damage to poison monster, but the Death Knight Gauntlet are better because of the crit chance and crit damage, and the important line is skill diminishing return. Skill movement diminishing decrease by 20%. This is important for clearing. If you just want pure damage, just go with Rimskin Assassin. They are the best one. For the belt, so the best clearing belt is the Belt of School, because the Burst of Speed line, it gives you a lot of movement speed. The bleed damage increase is also good, and the attack damage increase is very good also. So it's a good clearing belt. For damage, you want the Gladiator's belt because of the extra physical damage to bleeding monster and the all attribute. The Girdle of Eternal War can be a good alternative if you want more HP, and it also gives phasing, so it can be paired with like the boots I was talking earlier. For the amulet, you don't want Kadosh because it's bugged, so you can just forget that amulet. The best one for me will be Amulet of Coloseum because it has one socket and the increased strength in percentage is insane in terms of damage. Griffon Claw is good if you also cannot cap in crit chance, and the Execute line is very good against bosses, but you will lose a bit of strength. It's better like on the long term fight that have a lot of HP because below 30% is a flat amount. Oh, it's a percent amount, not flat. The Eagle Claw is the best one for clearing because of the Live by the Sword line that give you movement speed. It's also Relics that you can. It gives the same effect than the Relics, but I will talk about Relics after. And it gives also the skill movement diminishing decrease, which is again really good. And it also has Deadly Blow and a socket, so you can adapt the stats. For the rings, Giant Band of Strength is very good because of the strength. The Sungly Unleashed Rage is really good also because it gives flat physical damage and strength, attack speed, so everything you want. Soulforge Ring is pretty good because of the increased experience gain, and you want increased experience gain at the start, so do the quest. And if you don't want, you can also buy a Destroyer End that gives lot of strength, life, crit chance, enhanced damage. Enhanced damage is very important. I'm saying that again, but it's very, very important. You can also get a Fury of Terretial, but I don't think it's better than the Destroyer and enhanced damage. You can also use the Azazel Despair with the gemstone inside it. And the Downfall of Felp also, but I don't think it's worth the money. Just go with like Giant Band of Frank at the start and then go for the Destroyer End. I'm not gonna go over the relics one by one, but just take anything with like crit chance, crit damage, attack speed, attack damage, effect on strike, like on attack, like the School Axe for example, that gives the demon form, which gives attack damage and attack speed. This is really good. Just take the relics you need to max the stat or like to balance. If you need crit chance, then the Twin Blade gives crit chance. If you need attack speed, then Butterfly Knife, and so on. If you plan on taking the Eagle's Claw, don't take the relics that gives Live by the Sword. It will override the one from the Eagle's Claw, or the Eagle's Claw will override the one from the relics, so it's like a useless relics. Okay, so let's talk about the Incarnation tree. This is the tree that I'm aiming for. It's level 70, so it's a bit high for the early, but it will do the job. I'm going for that because of Rage here. Rage, one stack of Rage is 5% of attack speed. You have crit damage. This node is important. Rage. The two big node of Deadly Blow, which will make it insane, and the Quick Step, which will increase damage based on movement speed, since I'm aiming for more of a clear build than a pure damage build. If you don't want to pass toward the right side and you are more in the early, I recommend to start like that to the first 22 level. You can even like that for the very early. This node is good because it's 10% attack speed, after it's like 3, so it's not good. But you want to take the resistances at the start to not die, then you want projectile damage. This one is insane in terms of damage. Then critical hits and attack speed. This will be the starter thing. If you can take rage, this is very good. You can take the critical damage if you play crit damage, but if you don't play crit damage with Shadow Fury and the other item, then you can just not take the crit damage and put your node elsewhere. Don't take multi-shot, it's bait, it's bad, don't take it. You can take this one, burst shot, but I don't think it's really worth it. And then this node gives a lot of damage as well because it's the same as this one, almost the same as this one, but it's too far away to be very effective. You will have to take the node that convert dexterity. Why is it? It's this one? Yeah. Convert dexterity to projectile damage. So it will be double this one, so it's 77, and I don't think this would have been more damage than the other one on the right. You can also take this one, that enhances damage with bow, because enhanced damage again is insane, and this will be another 3. I haven't really tested other thing, or like tested on the top left of the tree because I'm not going to. It's up to you to experiment. And there is one last node. I don't really remember where it is. Yeah, but anyway, it should be on the right side, and it converts strength to health. So this is good if you want to start experimenting with health stacking with the node on the left side. I don't know where is it, but there's another one that gives health. And now for which skill and what stat to have. So here's the skill tree I'm using. 1 point here, max point here, and max point here. 1 point to get this one that gives movement speed, and max skill here, and max skill here. I give max skill to this one and these two because of the Caustic Spearhead received bonus from, and it's the 3 on this one. Jungle Camouflage is not really important to max, but it's good if you want the attack damage buff. It's for more like burst DPS, but it's not really, you can leave it on 1 point and give it, for example, to movement speed, or to like toxic remain if you want to play more like poison. And on the right side, 1 point in everything to get this one, it's an attack speed buff, and then 1 point into Storm Dash for the teleportation. This is not really mandatory if you play with movement speed. You can just leave these two, like don't take them, and put 2 more points in something else, for example on the left side. For the buff, this is what I use on Envenom. I used that, but I'm not really sure if it increased damages of poison or physical, and I use this because why not? Even though I kind of one-shot the mobs, it's good to have slow. For leaping ambush, you can put 1 point here. I use here 5 points for the damage reduction, 5 points here for the attack speed buff, and 5 points here for the range. This one is the most important one. And for Caustic Spearhead, this is the tree I use. 5 points here is the most important, 3 here, and 5 here. 5 here as well. I haven't really experimented with the thing here, but I don't think it's really worth. Maybe this one is, but I don't think it's really worth the damage, since this one is better. And on the right side for the TP, you take this one and this one, and that's it. Now for the stat that you want, attack speed is good, attack damage and these 2 attack damage is important, enhanced damage is I think the most important stat. Attack rating, you will get it with the charms. I talk about the charms right after this. Crit chance you need to be capped, besides if you play like Shadow Fury. And crit strike damage, you need to have the highest amount you can. I have a low amount, I think it's low, because it's what I'm working on right now. Deadly blow should be capped as well. I'm not capped right now because I'm changing thing in my build. And you should have open wound if you play with the bleeding. I don't have open wound, like I said, with deadly blow because I'm changing thing right now. Crushing blow is nice to have, and I think that's the most important one. And if you see in the base stat, there is a diminishing return with movement speed. That means the more movement speed you have, the less you will gain from. It's normal to have that, but it's kinda annoying. If you play with TP, you should have cast rate and you will probably be faster. And if you want to strength stack, then just have as much strength as possible. Okay, so now let's go through the charms list. So the good one, the Annihilator, that makes sense. The Soul Collector is good as well because a lot of all attributes. The Torch of Shadow is very good. The Fulgurate is good. Taratial Ancient Wisdom is good if you play TP. The Taunt-Stain Anvil is a good one for a 1 slot thing. Plague Shot is an important one. The Tablet of Awakening is a good one. Chaos Gemstone can be good if you have like insane stat on it. The Gladiator Dice is good. The Earth Melon, the reverse card is good also. And then to the normal charms, the less expensive one, the Raider Torch, the Beetle of Life if you need health, the Grag Heart charm if you need damage, but since it takes a lot of space you can just bench it to put something else. The Anubis Ankh charm if you need life, the Hello It's Me Steve if you play with like some other Steve item that I haven't mentioned. Don't bother with the Aztec Devile since like +2 is not really important. Even if it's like a main stat, all skill doesn't really add that much damage compared to flat physical or enhanced damage. Traveler Map Journal is good because it gives movement speed, all resistance and all attributes. Spine Trophy is good early if you need like deadly blow, but you will quickly remove it. Viking Glyph Rune is important because it gives a lot of enhanced damage and flat physical damage. Witchclaw is good. Adventurer Quiver is good because it gives you a lot of attack speed and attack range, but you can quickly remove it if you need space. Mark of the Black Knight is good if you need deadly blow. Hardened Steel Defenders is good if you need health. The Crow's Feather is good early with movement speed, a bit of all attribute and all res. The Sassy Dislocated Foot was something I was playing in Season 5, but I don't think it's good because +5 poison skill doesn't really matter and it reduces your movement speed, but you can use it if you have nothing else to put. The Aimbot is good if you are lazy, but if you don't have the money for it, then don't bother. And then to have an insane amount of attack rating to stop miss your attacks, you will need the Sniper Kit set, which is Bullseyes and Sniper Scope. The Sniper Scope roll is important, the Bullseyes roll is not important. So this concludes my guide. I did not mention Chestogman because I don't think it's worth talking about. Everyone talks about it inside the class channel, and you can ask anyone and they will give you an answer. And if I have forgot anything or made false statement, or if something is not clear, DM me on Discord or like ping me inside the Hero Siege Discord and I will probably answer you.